Continue part 2, reformation movement in the Muslim community. Now before in part 1 we studied about the reformation in Indian society. Okay, now let's see in part 2 reformation movement in the Muslim community. Okay, in early 19th century, the social and religious reforms were initiated in Muslim community under the leadership of people like Haji Sharifullah from the Bengal and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan from Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, these two peoples were prominent leader in the reformation of Muslim community. Okay, they are from Haji Sharifullah from Bengal and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan from Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, they were motivated by the preaching of the religious leader Shah Waliullah of Delhi. They motivated by this religious leader Shah Waliullah of Delhi. They believed that the Britishers could establish their rule in our country as the Islam in India was becoming weaker and corrupted. Yes, obviously Indian society, the people or the leaders of Indian society, they also think the same. They think that Indians and Muslims, they think that, or Islamic, they think that the Britishers could establish their rule, that is Christianity rules in India and the Christianity in India, and they removed the Islam religious and Indian religious from the India. Okay, or they becoming these Indians, the Hindus religious and Islamic religious weakened. Okay, so they started, that is why the Muslims started or Islamic started Wahhabi movement in order to strengthen the Islamic religion and culture and also make it purer. So the Islamic people, that is two main leaders, that is Hari Sharifullah and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, they started Wahhabi movement. They started Wahhabi movement in order to strengthen their Islamic culture or Islamic religions. Okay, many Muslims started acquiring the English education due to the impact of Wahhabi movement and growing the influence of Western culture. However, due to the orthodox nature of ulema, the large number of Muslims remain deprived of English education, social awareness and reforms. Because of orthodox thinkings of people, they deprive from the English education or Western education. Okay, that is why the education of Muslim and subconscious rise of the middle class were not satisfactory. Because of deprive the Western education or English education, the people of middle classes or lower castes, they will not be get the education or not be satisfied develop in that peoples. Okay, the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was born in aristocratic family during the revolt of 1857. Okay, the revolt of 1857, he was serving the East India Company. He was serving the East India Company as the employee and had remained loyal to the company. At the time of 1857, you know the incident of 1857, Mangal Pandey. Okay, in 1857, the India get impotence in getting independence. Okay, from that. Okay, and they get the independence in 1947, nearly 90 years after 19 years of struggle, Indians get independence. Okay, after his retirement, after the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's retirement in 1869, he went to England and was influenced by liberal idea of West. He advocated the idea of acquiring English education as means to reform the Muslim community of its orthodox attitude and backwardness. Okay, he advocated the English education. Okay, because of to remove the orthodox attitude and backwardness from the Muslim society. He started magazines, namely Tehzib ul Akhlaq in 1870. See, he retired in 1869 and just after 1 year he started the magazine, namely Tehzib ul Akhlaq in 1870. Okay, he established the Aligarh Muslim College in 1875, which is later known as, or presently is known as, Aligarh Muslim University. Now it is known as Aligarh Muslim University. He translated book of English literature and science in Urdu language. English literature and science book. Okay, it is developed, or it is translated in Urdu language, and try to make the Muslim familiar with the branches of knowledge from the West. Okay, he is translated English literature and science book in Urdu language, just because he wanted to make the familiar Muslims with branches of knowledge from the Western. Okay, West. Okay, he opposed the Veli system, that is the burqa system, and child marriage, and advocate the education for girls and widow remarriage. Okay, he strongly opposed the burqa system, child marriage, and advocate education for girls and also widow remarriage. He do that. Okay, he strongly do these things for the Islamic society or Muslim society. Let's see next. Now see Sikh community. The reforms of 19th century also influenced the Sikh community too. Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee was formed with the objective to recognize the religious practice and remove the social practice from the Gurudwara. See, the Sikh community also influenced in 19th century. Okay, some evil system is also prevalent in the Sikh community too. So for the removing of this evil system from the Sikh community, they established the Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee. Okay, see, to impart the English education along with the religious education to the Sikhs. Sikh Khalsa College in Amritsar was established along with the many other schools. Okay, see, for the impart English education and with the religious education, they established Khalsa College in Amritsar, and along with that, the many schools were also established for educating the Sikh people or Sikh community. Okay, let's see the next, the Parsi community. Okay, you can see the picture of Dadabhai Nauroji. He is a prominent reformers of Parsi community. See, the Parsi youngster who had acquired English education established Rehnumaye Mazdaisne Sabha in 1851 for the socio-religious reforms movement, and Dadabhai Nauroji was the leader of this Sabha. Okay, they established the Rehnuma A Mazdaisne Sabha in 1851. Okay, for English education, and the leader of this Sabha was Dadabhai Nauroji. This Sabha has started the periodical, namely Rasta Gupta, and this Sabha started the magazines or periodical magazines, namely Rasta Gupta. It gave an impetus to the reforms movement and carried out work for the awakening of the Parsis. K.R. Kama and Bairamji Malbari also contributed in the social religious reform. The Kama laid emphasis on the propagation of education, and Malbari emphasis on the women's empowerment. They opposed the child remarriage and encouraged the widow remarriage. Let's see, these are things is given in the next page. We'll see again. Madam Kama emphasis on propagation of education, and Malbari, see, Madam Kama emphasis on the propagation of education, and Malbari laid the foundation on women empowerment. Okay, the Malbari's work for women empowerment and Madam Kama's work for propagation of education. They both were opposed the child marriage and encouraged the widow remarriage. Okay, they opposed the child marriage and encouraged the widow remarriage. Okay, see, due to the effort of Malbari, the government passed a law fixing the minimum age for marriage for girls and boys, men and women. Okay, the government passed the law for fix their age for marriage in 1891. See, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, he was a prominent leader from Maharashtra. Jyotiba Phule was well-known social reformer of Maharashtra. See, He started school for girl in Pune in 1857. See, he started first person who started the school for girls, that is Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Okay, he helped the widow to remarry, helped, see, Malbari or Malbari and Kama, they encourage the widow remarriage, and he, that is Jyotiba Phule, he helped the widow to remarry. He challenged the authority for Brahmins in the society, and he established the Satyashodhak Samaj. He established Satyashodhak Samaj, okay, in order to include the confidence and courage and enthusiasm in a people, because, okay, to inculcate the confidence, courage and enthusiasm in people. That's why he established Satyashodhak Samaj. Okay, and his wife was Savitriben Phule. Okay, he also worked for the girls' education and support to the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule in their work. Okay, let's see the next, Baba Thakkar. See, another prominent leader or another prominent reformist, that is Baba Saheb Thakkar. Baba Saheb Thakkar, okay, original name was Amritlal Thakkar, and he is popularly known by Thakkar Bapa. See, Thakkar Bapa contributed as the head of Akhil Hind Harijan Sangh established by Gandhiji, was very valuable in the upliftment of untouchables. Okay, see, he is the head of the Bapa, Thakkar Bapa is the head of Akhil Hind Harijan Sangh, that is established by Gandhiji. Okay, he worked tirelessly to provide relief to the people affected by natural calamities. Okay, see, he worked for the people. Okay, and he worked for the people tirelessly who affected in natural calamities, earthquake, flood, tsunamis. Okay, Amritlal Thakkar, popularly known as Thakkar Bapa, was born in 1869. He born in 1869 in the city of Bhavnagar. That means he is also the Gujarati. He is born in Gujarat. He remained the dutiful and devoted servant of people throughout his life. Okay, he almost his life he provided service to the people. He was engineer who left his lucrative job to serve the downtrodden and marginalized people after being inspired by Gandhiji. He inspired by Gandhiji, so that he left his job. He was an engineer and he left his job to serve the people. Okay, Thakkar Bapa established Panchmahal Bhil Seva Mandal. He established Panchmahal Bhil Seva Mandal and tried to reform the lives of Bhils who inhabited the deep forest and hilly areas of Panchmahal Regency. He wanted to reform or try to reform of lives of Bhils people who live in deep forest or in hilly areas of Panchmahal region. Thakkar Bapa and his followers freed Bhils from addictions of alcohol. See, he worked for remove the people's habits of addiction of alcohol and other evil customs like superstitions. Okay, or so many customs we seen. Okay, these all are we removed from these peoples. Okay, he opened the school for Bhil children. In that, he taught them how to operate spinning wheel, to produce the khadi, and involve them in the small cottage industry. See, he had not educated the formal teaching or not a formal he not given the formal education, but he is giving informal education to how they live their life. Okay, the life oriented education, practical education. In that, he taught them how to operate the spinning wheel and how to produce the khadi from that. Okay, and they also involve them in a he also involved them in a small cottage industries. Okay, as the time passed, awakening and socialism spread among the peoples, which connected them better with the freedom movement. Okay, and Gandhiji emphasized upon the removal of untouchability, improve the condition of people from backward classes. Okay guys, this is a part 2.